day everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Munich, and welcome back to a series I haven't done for quite some time. Yeah, Yuri recently asked me, hey, when does the end of the line series continue? It continues today. I'm on the S-Bahn, it's the S2, I'm on my way to the north to Petershausen, and I will come back to you as soon as we reach the station, so see you in a second. Alright, approaching Petershausen. The view out of the S-Bahn train, and what jumps into my eye first are the two tracks next to the S-Bahn tracks. And this is a high-speed corridor. Here are the ICE trains and express regional trains that go up to Ingolstadt and to Nürnberg. They go right here. And most likely we're not lucky to see one of these trains passing or coming in the opposite direction. But this is absolutely possible here in this part of the track. Oh yeah, and here's a freight train that's coming opposite. Because in Germany we do not have tracks that are used only for high-speed trains or just very little of them. All tracks are used for everything, which is not always the best thing to do. Anyway, some fall colors here to the right. We are approaching Petershausen, and now let's get out of the train. As soon as it stops, of course. Yeah, the train is not too busy. Not to say there are two kids sitting a little behind me. Otherwise, we are only the three people here in the train right now. Approaching Petershausen. It's 11:30 a.m. on a Friday. And here we are on the final approach into Petershausen S-Bahn station. Let's see what's going on here today. Yeah, and this is not only a station for the S-Bahn, this is also a station for regional trains. We will see them in a second. Or the board, at least. Alright. The end of the line continues right here in Petershausen. Let's start with a view over there. This platform is pretty long. Yeah, as mentioned, not only S-Bahn trains call here, also regional trains. And they are a little bit longer than S-Bahn trains, so the platform has to be of the right size. We have an island platform here, one track to the left, one track to the right. We have another side platform here on this side with one track. And then, of course, there's this wall. And behind this wall, there are two more tracks. But these are not used by the S-Bahn, but by high-speed service. ICE trains go through here on their way up to Berlin, Hamburg, wherever you want to go. You come through Petershausen if you leave with the ICE train in Munich. Here's the service. The S-Bahn normally goes every 20 minutes. I just see there is a gap in the service now between the two adding trains, but there's a regional train right in the middle, so that's all fine. Let's check out the rest. And we are lucky. A regional train will pull in here in about 2 minutes. I will wait for it, but go further on the platform in the meantime. Yeah, in here is much more to see than just the dead-end station of the S-Bahn, where the S-Bahn terminates. This is a real station. And if you have a look through the clearing of the wall, there is another platform on the other side. I will go there in a second, just after the regional train to Munich has left. Because the northbound regional trains, they call over there on this platform, and from there you also have a great view to the high-speed trains. I will hope we will see one. But first, here's the regional train. RE1, express regional train from Nürnberg to Munich. It's a very short train today. Just 3 cars and the locomotive. And it will go again in a second. Double-decker regional train The conductor was very nice and asked me, "You want to jump on the train?" I said, "No, thank you." Then she closed the doors and the train is going on. Next stop will be Dachau and then Munich Central Station. And I'm not 100% sure with the pattern that's used here. S-Bahn train in 15 minutes, one in 55, one in 95. But with the regional trains in between, that gives a pretty good pattern overall. And I'm not sure when they're using which track. Because right now the S-Bahn is sitting here, platform number 5. And there's also platform number 6, which also has S-Bahn trains going. Okay, now I got it. See over there? Service pattern 34 minutes, 74 minutes. This is exactly the in-between for the trains that leave from this platform. Now, let's go out of here. Not completely, but a little. And I will leave you to the voiceover that I will do when I get back home. All right, welcome to the voiceover. Welcome to this ugly corridor. I will get out of there as soon as I can. Oh yeah, now we are finally back in the open space. Right next to the station building, which is the white thing here on the right. We'll talk about this in a few minutes. Time. Okay, now let's go to the platform I mentioned already, platform number 1. Here we are, just reaching. This is the platform that is used by the regional trains that go northbound. So strictly separated northbound and southbound trains. And the 2 tracks in the middle, you might have guessed it already, they are here for the high speed, for the express trains that go from Munich via Ingolstadt and Nuremberg all over Germany and beyond. And they go through there pretty fast. I think it's between 150 and 200 kilometers an hour. That's why the track is a little off the platform, which is good. Of course, we do have information here as well. Timetable, map, and something about the Euro 2024, which is gone already. Lucky me, I didn't get too much of it. A map of the system is here as well, and a little seating. So come on, boy. Don't go further. Sit down and enjoy what will come soon. Because, I already know that a train will be coming. And, I almost missed it with the camera. Here it is. That was the ICE2 train on the way northbound. But there was more. Because just these few seconds later, listen to the sound. Alright, now you know why they have these noise protective walls. Let's get back to the station building, which is here, the white thing. It's not in use for anything anymore, and I could not find out if anybody is living in there or working in there. It's just the building that is there. You saw the bike rack on the left-hand side, not too small, and there are more bike racks. We will come to them later. Now, let's have a little stroll into the village. Petershausen is not that much more than a village that lives because of it's at the railway station, at the tracks, and right in the middle between München and Ingolstadt. They do have a very nice bus hut there, good protection from the elements, another park and ride here in the background, right next to the station building. And now let's go to the inner city, town center, village center, where you can also see the aircraft like the one you just saw, but only when there are easterly winds. When there are westerly winds, it's pretty quiet, because the departures have a different routing than the inbounds. And now, let's go into town center, village center. Petershausen, in the far northeast of the Dachau county. It has 6,700 and some inhabitants, so relatively small, village-like. But there are some shops, like this pharmacy or this sports shop you just saw on the left-hand side. And there's even a little town center, central square. We will come to this in a second. But mostly it's residential space. It's about a 20-minute train ride to Munich, and it's about a 25-minute train ride to Ingolstadt. So people that live there normally work either in Munich or in Ingolstadt. Nice place here, gelateria, so ice cream, Italian style. And here we are at the central square. This Maibaum, yeah, every community in Germany needs something like that. The building with the wine on the side looks like City Hall. And here, this is the central square of Petershausen. There is a nice bakery and cafe. We will come to this soon, because I sat down for a cake and enjoyed watching the people going by, mostly driving by, here at the central square of Petershausen. Yeah, there's not too much going on. Not town life, nightlife, something like that. As mentioned, it's just a residential town in the middle between München and Ingolstadt. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people just moved there because of there's a station. Now here comes the cake. It was okay. Not too good, not too bad, but in the ambience with this little fountain in front of the cafe, this was a pretty nice spot to be. Alright, let's go on. A few meters further down the road, the supermarket here on the left-hand side, and I really enjoyed the fall colors. This was absolutely fantastic. I'm already on my way back to the station. More fall colors here on the right. Through this residential area, and oh, look out. That was a close call. Yeah, he really didn't care. Just went on. Whatever. Anyway, I just went on and finally reached the rear side of the station. More park and ride, yeah, so many cars around. Yeah, people living in villages around Petershausen, they need cars to get to Petershausen and to get the train. Because to Munich and to Ingolstadt, it's way better to use the train than a car. Finally, arriving at the rear side of the station, there is another bus stop, not as beautiful as the one on the front side. But yeah, it's working. So bus stops on both sides, so people can decide they have to decide prior leaving the station which way they will go for the buses going into different directions. And here is a direct entrance to platform number 6, the single platform on the western side. S-Bahn trains call from platform 6 here on the left, and also from the central island platform in the middle. I don't know why this is done. Ask me something different. I have absolutely no idea. Maybe because of storage of the trains, that from time to time a train has a longer layover there and they drive it out of the station and then it comes out again in platform number 6. This is absolutely possible. Anyway, back to the ugly corridor. Yeah, this is really not beautiful. All these tails, they are dirty, they are ugly. Let's get out of there. Back to the platform. The roof is quite okay. It looks cool. And some people are around already waiting for the train. And it happened that I went onto the platform about 5 minutes prior the S-Bahn train arriving. It then departed again about 2 or 3 minutes later. And the regional train to Munich also came in 3 minutes behind the S-Bahn train. So I took the regional train to get back home. I already had the S-Bahn on the way there, so I decided the RE train going back is better. Another view over to platform number 6. Yeah, it's a relatively big station. It's a terminal station for the S-Bahn, but that's by far not everything that's going on in Petershausen. Okay, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this little excursion to Petershausen. End of the line part, I don't know, I have to look it up. I will now board the train and go back to Munich. See you then from the city. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And see you soon at the end of the line. Until then, have a good time. Goodbye.